You Can by George Matthew Adams, Unlocking Your Potential. Welcome back to English Philosophy, your favorite podcast for inspiration, self-growth, and mastering life through the power of words. I am your host, and today we are diving deep into a timeless motivational classic, You Can by George Matthew Adams. This isn't just another self-help book. You Can is a call to action, a reminder that the power to live fully and achieve greatly lies within each of us. So whether you are on your morning walk, commuting to work, or simply relaxing at home, stay with me as we explore the profound simplicity and truth of this classic book. Part 1. Who was George Matthew Adams? Before we jump into the content, let's understand the man behind the message. George Matthew Adams was a newspaper columnist, speaker, and author whose inspirational columns appeared in over 100 newspapers during the early 20th century. He wasn't a celebrity by today's standards, but his words touched millions, words that were filled with optimism, faith in the individual, and moral strength. You Can is a collection of short essays, bite-sized pieces of motivation, on everything from character and discipline to imagination and dreams. Part 2. Key themes from You Can. Let's break down some of the key messages and teachings from this book. 1. You can, if you believe you can. This is the central theme of the entire book. Adams repeatedly emphasizes that belief is the foundation of all success. The great difference between men is in energy, in the strong will, in the settled purpose, and in the invincible determination. What does this mean for us? If you believe in your potential, truly believe it, then no goal is too far. Adams encourages us to develop this inner confidence by affirming our strengths, embracing positive habits, and discarding fear and self-doubt. 2. The power of purpose. Another powerful idea Adams explores is purpose. Without a definite purpose, our life drifts. He writes about how great men and women in history were driven by a single, consuming purpose. That purpose gave them energy, courage, and resilience. Real-life example. Think of Mahatma Gandhi, a man driven by a purpose so strong that it moved an entire nation. Adams' message is, find your purpose, live for something. 3. The value of work and discipline. According to Adams, there is no substitute for hard work. Talent is important, but effort and dedication. Work builds character, work gives you purpose, and work brings satisfaction. This mindset removes the modern obsession with shortcuts. Instead, Adams teaches us to value discipline and find joy in consistent effort. Practical tip: create a small daily habit around your goals. That's how success compounds. 4. Character is king for Adams. Character is the foundation of a great life. You can be smart, charming, and even talented, but if you lack integrity, you build your life on sand. He emphasizes truthfulness, loyalty, gratitude, and generosity. Your character should be your greatest asset. Life application. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? Make decisions that reflect your values. 5. Imagination is your creative power. Another gem in this book is Adams' insistence on imagination. He believed that imagination is the creative spark that pushes boundaries and builds new realities. All great things come first from the inside, from vision. He encourages readers to dream boldly, visualize their success, and then move towards it with focused energy. 2. Try journaling your ideal life. Don't limit yourself, then work backward to see what steps get you closer. Part 3. Personal Growth Lessons from You. Let's take a few more lessons that Adams shares. Things you can apply today to change your mindset. Keep moving forward. Even when you don't feel like it, keep pushing. Progress is not about giant leaps, but about consistency. Build a library in your mind. Adams encourages readers to feed their minds with positive, empowering content. Books, ideas, people, all shape our thinking. Help others. One of the beautiful messages is about service. When you lift someone else, you lift yourself. Adam sees kindness not as a moral duty alone, but as a personal strength. Master time is your most valuable resource. Adams writes that we should plan our days, invest our time wisely, and cut out what drains our energy. Part 4. How You Can Still Matters Today. Although written decades ago, the message of You Can is timeless. In an age of distraction, confusion, and burnout, this book is a return to simplicity. Believe in yourself, work hard, stay honest, dream big, serve others. These principles never go out of style. Relevance today, whether you are building a startup, preparing for exams, managing a household, or chasing a creative dream. This book gives you the emotional and mental blueprint for success. Part 5. Final Reflections and Takeaways. So, what can you take from You Can? Here's the message in one line. You are more powerful than you think, and you can live a great life if you take responsibility for it. George Matthew Adams doesn't just preach, he empowers. He doesn't write complex theories. He gives us principles for action. Conclusion. Your turn. Let me ask you a few questions before we close. What limiting belief is holding you back right now? What's one small action you can take today that brings you closer to your dream? Who can you uplift or support this week? Reflect on these. And, if you haven't yet, pick up a copy of You Can. Even reading a few chapters in the morning can reset your mind. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to follow English Philosophy on your favorite podcast platform. Share it with a friend who needs a little inspiration today. Until next time, remember, you can.